Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your mid-month reading for February. We're going to be getting messages on your love, life, and career, aka money. If you've never been to my channel before, I so appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe if you want to collaborate with my energy, if you want to claim the reading. And for those of you who are subscribed, I really appreciate you coming back. And we're going to hang. So, starting with career messages, where we're at with Virgo. Career, money, mid-February. We're going to only take the cards that choose us, so we don't force anything. We're starting with the Six of Swords for career. So this is a recovery of some sort. This could be actually recovering funds. This could be getting more money in your bank account with a Page of Pentacles. That's awesome. So you might be even looking for new opportunities or open to new opportunities to make money. But either way, the Six of Swords is always a beautiful sign because it's leaving choppy waters, uncertain waters, so to speak. You know, if we're going to use that metaphor of being on this boat and you're going into the smooth sailing financially. So that's a great start. Anything else for Virgos? The cards are acting kind of funny. Anything else? All right. So we have the very happy card of the Nine of Cups. We have the Sun card and the Empress card. This is abundance. There's just no way around it. It's just like, this is really, really positive. So one of the reasons why you're going to start experiencing more abundance in your funds and with career opportunities and all that is because of the Page of Pentacles. So I want to focus on this card. Page is a youthful energy. It's the beginning of something, so you might be researching, opening yourself to new opportunities, learning more about investing, whatever it is. It requires that humble, curious mind to grow. And because of that, you're going to be very happy with the Nine of Cups, and you're going to be abundant. So this is the Empress card. It's ruled by Taurus energy, and it talks about growing something from this get-go. So from the start, nurturing it. And the Sun card is one of the happiest, actually the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. And it's just like, you know, you don't have to do much out of your comfort zone in order to be happy, in order to be stabilized financially and all that. Really cool. So to get clarity on these, with the Six of Swords, we have the hard work. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are, you know, pulling some long hours, if you're really throwing yourself into this. And tell us more about this page. Research, willingness to learn, maybe gain a new skill set, go back to classes, get certified to do something. We've got a lot of options open up to you. And I think you're going to feel more passionate with the King of Cups. Cups rule over the passions, and in a career reading, it's going to be creative. It's going to be anything that's connected kind of with the heart and the emotions. So I think that, yeah, there's this big opening that happens with Page of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords flying out with the Seven of Swords. So there's a sense of deception with the Seven of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a boundary drawer. She draws a line in the sand. So she cuts things out. So if you're sensing that there's anything that's wasting your time, anybody who's wasting your time, anybody not being honest with you, the wool being pulled over your eyes, I feel like your energy is going to be like cut to the chase. You know, I think you're going to be very cut and dry with your words, because Queen of Swords rules over kind of those harsh boundaries verbally as well. So yeah, I feel like that's all pretty clear. Let's learn more about this Nine of Cups, the really, really happy card. This is being satisfied, happy, satiated in your independence, the Nine of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles also sometimes means investing in property. Just have to throw it out there. I know it's totally random, but so if you're making any investments with property, you might be researching and learning more about investing, but I just have to throw that out there. Ultimately, Nine of Pentacles talks about your happiness as an independent unit, as somebody who's moving independently in the world, who's creating their own wealth and they're not beholden to anyone for that. The Empress, what are you growing? Something completely new with the Magician. So the cool thing about the Magician card is this is the big manifestor card, and he has at his beck and call all of the implements of creativity and manifestation. So there are the cups and the swords and the wands and the pentacles. So you really have everything you need to grow abundantly. It's really cool. And the sun, what does the tarot want to say to Virgo about the sun? Yeah, that kind of wraps it up. This is such a positive financial reading. It's ridiculous. Like, things are going to be on the up and up for you. And I think they've already started kind of going like that, even if you don't realize it. But the King of Pentacles is somebody who makes good money, who makes good money decisions, who has the ability to work past emotion and see things logically and practically. Now, this could be your energy or it could be somebody else, and it doesn't matter what gender. Anything else about the King of? Yeah, so it's interesting because what slides out on its side is the Four of Cups. There might be an offer here that somebody is turning down. It could be you turning down an offer, glad that you didn't go for that offer because you just didn't feel compelled. We were a little apathetic towards it. And that's what that looks like. Instead, I think that you take a practical route. It feels like you're harnessing this energy, going towards it either way, even if it's somebody else's, whoever this King of Pentacles is, you're going towards that, you're embracing it. And all of a sudden, I think it sheds a light on what's going to be beneficial for you and what's going to be a waste of your time. So that's going to be very clear. I want to see if tarot has any advice for you financially, Virgo. Okay, any advice? We have, you might have to reprioritize things in your schedule. You might be rescheduling things. We have the King of Cups again. So that's interesting. We'll come back to that. Okay, and we've got the Five of Wands. So, you know, like the reprioritizing, of course, when life picks up speed and these opportunities come flying at us, you're doing really well. It's like you need to make a certain amount of time for those little miracles to happen, for the unknown to happen. And I think that shifting things around is going to be probably the biggest challenge that you have in February, which is a really great problem to have, you know? So it might cause a little bit of friction, or what's this Five of Wands? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. This is all very karmically meant to be. I think you've worked really hard for this. You deserve whatever you earn. And I don't think you're going to have a problem prioritizing, but I think it's going to be a little bit confusing at first, maybe, you know? Like, it's a little overwhelming. That's the word I want. Anything else? Advice? So welcome that, you know, welcome it in. Two of Wands. What about this Two of Wands? Rather than jumping the gun around making a choice, there's going to be a choice you're going to feel compelled to make. You're going to feel pressured to make. I think that you're being advised by tarot to not be pressured to make this choice. With the Lover's card, that's always talking about a choice. In this case, it's not about lovers. It's more about, like, maybe it has something to do with financial, or has to do with where you're devoting your time to at work. But you came out with your card. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo energy, and that is a slow-paced energy. And that lantern symbolizes listening to your inner guide, you know, going into that quiet rather than getting stirred up in this, you know, this haze of like, what do I do? You know, I think you're going to kind of be zen about it. And that's what the cards are telling you to embrace. So, really cool. Now, with that being said, let's move on to your love reading. That was just like boom, boom, boom. I felt like that went quick. I'm excited for you. All right. So for love, mid-month of February, we're going to start by getting insight, and then we'll get some advice. So clarifying the deck here. Virgo and love. What's this flying out? Well, it's the Six of Pentacles. This is about reciprocity. So right away, we have this really strong card of generosity, reciprocity. This is either receiving something, giving something. It's that act, okay? So that's coming out first. Love for our Virgos. The cards are just crazy today. And if they fly out in reverse, I do read them that way. Like in this case, where we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like to avoid a conflict, you're choosing not to communicate about something. Maybe you instead have this burst of like, you know what? Rather than react here, like maybe in the past I would have reacted a certain way, but instead you have like this gentle approach of kind of zipping it up to avoid conflict, which is this card, but it came out upside down. And instead your energy is embracing the Hanged Man, which is ruled by Piscean energy. And it's like you take a step up for sure in your relationship in emotional immaturity. So rather than reacting, you're kind of just observing and you're going inside and there's a theme here of not jumping the gun, not overreacting. But what's this Five of Wands in reverse? Yeah, I think you're looking at the bigger picture. So it's easier when you look at the bigger picture. That's where that wisdom is coming from of like, I got bigger visions. Like this is small. I don't need to bum myself out and I don't need to bum this person out. Like this is small potatoes. Anything else? Love life and Virgo. Mid-February 2023, Virgo, love life. Flipping but not flying. We've got the Wheel card once again. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to keep that. That feels right. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I think that bigger picture, you're really kind of looking out for yourself. And I don't mean that in a selfish way. It's just that you're like, there's a sense of, I'm going to be fine here. You know, like you don't need somebody to agree with you or approve of what you think or something. I think that you just are focusing on what you got to focus on, you know, the bigger picture. So clarifying the Six of Pentacles, this reciprocity card. Why is this reciprocity card coming out for us for Virgo's love reading? Because you're leaving something behind. Something's getting left behind. Now, this could be for some of you guys, a person, a relationship. But for others, there might be an aspect of the relationship that you're leaving behind. What's this Ace of Swords? Yeah, new journey. I mean, like you're getting all these cards of like, you're ready to start a brand new journey. So anything that would have peeved you earlier, it's not bothering you so much anymore. You've got bigger visions and you've got kind of this slowed down energy of like, it's kind of contemplative. I think you're getting a different perspective on something in February in love. Nine of Pentacles. What wanted to flip out again was the Sun card, which is cool. But Nine of Pentacles. Clarity on the Nine of Pentacles, please. Independent card. I think you're going to definitely feel like, I think you're going to feel introspective. And I think that you're going to be, interesting, one sec. Clarity. Magician again. This is creating the world, your love life, the way you want it to. I think that somebody may be disappointed here in something and they're going to come at you with a lot more force, you know? And when I say come at you, I don't mean like super aggressively, but it could be quick. Like you're not taking the bait or you're not like biting where they think you would. And I feel that they might be reacting to you walking away or you taking on a lot more of an independent vibe. Maybe you're coming off to them as your behavior is a little unusual or it's standoffish. But I think that you're in a place of kind of keeping that energy to yourself, like not wasting it on unnecessary arguments or something like that. So out comes this manifesting energy of like, I think they're going to realize that they're going to have to do something completely different. Like the old way didn't work anymore, doesn't work anymore, because you've got it going on, you know, you don't really, they're going to definitely sense, especially when you don't react to them the way they expect, they're going to sense like, okay, I've got to become the magician. Something's got to change here because this is not working. This is not moving the needle the way I thought it would. So I would like to get some advice for our Virgos. Advice in love for our Virgos. Advice in love. So there's this decision to make. And it might be a little bit hard to make this decision because there is disappointment there, even if you're not showing it. But honestly, I think that trust is an issue here. So the Seven of Swords is usually a deception card. And sometimes that's just us pulling the wool over our own eyes. But what's clarity on this choice, the World card? So yeah, like the tarot in your advice column is offering up this insight that like this choice is basically around buttoning up an old chapter and leaving the harbor and going, you know, sailing your ship towards new waters. This might open up your world to people who are in different places than you, different countries even, people who are distances or even speak different languages from you than you. But the World card, if you look it up, it's about closing a chapter, but it's a positive thing. It's a really good thing, and entering a brand new season in your life. And it's like thrusting open a window. I've mentioned this before as a metaphor in your tarot readings. It's like thrusting open a window and letting this fresh air in. So it's really positive advice. So it's like tarot is saying, like, rest assured, I know once you get through this decision-making process, once you get through kind of the disappointment in it, you're going to see that these cups behind you are completely full, you know? So it's hard not to focus on the empty cups, right? Because that's definitely in the picture. But behind this character is two full ones. And I think that in hindsight, you're going to realize, man, I didn't need that aspect in my life anyway, whether it's an aspect of a relationship or a person. It's like, you know, it wasn't going to go, I couldn't have done this long term. It wasn't going to have long-term positive rewards. So that whether that's, you know, the big ideal white picket fence in the house and the marriage, or you just don't see it like meshing in with your family or building a family with them. So you get the point. So back to work, right? So you're working on yourself, you're working on, I think that the big introspective part of this reading, your love reading, is this hangman, is this moment that instead of getting triggered or reacting, you actually, it's like you get a download because you're experiencing yourself differently. You're experiencing that you can react in a situation, a scenario totally differently. And you would like more of those scenarios, more of those peaceful scenarios. Anything else? And we end with the Nine of Cups. So when you look at all this, that kind of a difficult decision in front of you, right? Because why is it difficult? Because there's trust issues that you'd have to look square in the eye, and there's some disappointing things there, you know. But the honest to God truth is that this chapter is coming to a close, and it's time to embrace this fresh new energy coming in, wafting in through the window. And that's the World card, right? Because the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this wasn't going to pay off anyway in the long term. So getting back to work, working on yourself, working on your ideal relationship, that is going to make you super happy with the Nine of Cups. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you join me. I think in 2 weeks I'm going to have your March readings, and I'm having problems with my brain, and then I'll have the dailies in between time. All right, take good care, you guys.